Hello, my name is Dr. Himmat Ali Shah, and I am living in Finland from last 8 years and I have completed my doctoral PhD studies in computer science here Finland. Today I will be discussing steps to secure a PhD in Finland 2026 study and funding options. I will be exploring advanced academic opportunities in Finnish top universities across country. Finland is dream country to do your PhD and grow your family here. Finland has the most powerful passport and you will have better chance to become Finnish citizen after completing your doctoral studies.
Finland is a very family-friendly country with generous parental leaves, affordable daycare available for all children and high-quality free primary, secondary and tertiary education as well as public health care. Finland is also ranked the happiest country in the world for 8 consecutive years, and Helsinki is one of the most livable cities in Europe.
So before we dive into the details of the video, let's discuss the topics that we are going to cover. This is like 26-minute video covering 8 important topics. On your left side, there are technical topics. On your right side, these are the motivational topics. Among these topics, please don't miss the problems in Finland in last. So make sure you don't miss them. So in first part, our technical part, we will cover and walk you through 3 different websites. I will show you how to find funded position from academic positions, TE-palvelut, and apply study rights after getting funded position or apply from your supervisor. Then we move to the right side. So why supervisor matters and why supervisor don't reply? There are 2 strong reasons I have discussed in this video. One is quality of application and other is the funding. So how to improve the quality of the application I have discussed in detail, and also funding tips, how we can get even if we are not getting funded position. Then we discuss about targeted supervisor. These are special professors, so please keep watching that targeted supervisor. Then we move to the topic why PhD is the best and super easy options to move to the Finland. And finally, we conclude with the problems. So please keep watching and enjoy the video.
Let's check this academic position number 1 website to check PhD position, paid PhD position in Finland. So we need to go to the advanced search. First of all, we need to click on PhD, and then next we need to define the field, for example, and then Europe, and from Europe you have to choose Finland. So you can see in Finland there are 24 paid PhD available at the moment. So let's check the result of the all PhD, 24 PhD. So we have doctoral researcher wireless PhD position published 1 day ago. So there's Oulu University, and we can open one of the program, and for example, we can use this one, doctoral research in education science. So here you can see we have apply now option and the detail of the program and salary description and everything. So if we click apply now, so you need to log in and then apply. Now let's talk about the truth about PhD admission in Finland, the importance of supervisor. So let's discuss the most important part of getting a PhD position in Finland 2026. I will be very direct.
The most important thing, in my point of view, is getting a reply from the supervisor. If a supervisor replies to you and shows you interest, that is already half of your admission. Not only a good sign, it is your real entry point. If supervisor doesn't reply, you will most likely not get into the program. No reply means no admission, no supervision. So keep in mind you need a supervisor. Why the supervisor matters? In Finland, you don't get into a PhD admission because you have good IELTS score and good documents, good grades. Those are not enough. Most departments will not admit you unless a professor agrees to supervise you. When a supervisor says yes, it is very powerful. It means they are willing to use their time, their funding, and their name to support you. When a supervisor supports you, the university listens. When a supervisor ignores you, the university also listens. That is why getting a supervisor is the key. Now let's discuss why supervisor is not responding or no reply from supervisor. There are two strong reasons why supervisor is not responding. Number one is the quality of the application, and number two is the funding, availability of the funds. So we will discuss both of them separately. And in quality, we need to make sure while applying, there are seven things to keep in mind. Number one thing, you share 3 to 4 main documents with the application, and supervisor is going to read them. So pay full attention to those documents. What are those documents? Number one, your CV. Number two, your motivational letter. Number three, your research proposal. Number four, your cover letter. So the response is totally judged by your documents. So the only document supervisor is going to read on your behalf is your 4 documents. So be careful with those documents. Make sure you check spelling, very important critical thing, grammar, irrelevant terms, and quality of the application, especially research proposal. Second thing that is critical, a poor application or email to a supervisor. First email to supervisor is also critical. I have a complete separate video on YouTube. Please, if you would like to know more about the poor email to supervisor, please watch that one. Number three, supervisor might not have time to supervise you. He is already busy with many other students in the lab. And number four, most important thing is irrelevant topic. And number five, quality of application is poor and found already a better candidate. Now let's check no funding options. Of course, funding is means 80 percentage of recruitment comes from the funding. So there are 3 funding hacks. If supervisor don't have funding, don't worry about that. For that, you have to do 3 things, 3 options for the funding tips or funding hacks, I said. Number one, apply for audit positions only if you are talented and your skills level are very high. Even you can try with average skills. Second thing is apply for admission with the help of supervisor. He can what he will do for you, he will write funding application to outsources like Finland Academy, and I will discuss funding options later on. There are other academies, databases that our supervisor knows more, and he will help you to get the funding for that. Number three, which requires more dare and
motivation. Dare to apply for self-funded PhD. I'm sure later on you will get fundings either from your supervisor or from any funding agency.
Now, let's discuss the most important requirements for the PhD in Finland. We'll discuss each point in detail. First, you must hold a Master of Science degree in a field directly relevant to your proposed PhD research. Finnish universities emphasize academic alignment. Your previous studies must clearly support your intended research topic. Second, you must formally apply for what is called the study right for a doctoral degree. This is an official process that grants you permission to pursue your doctoral studies at the university once accepted. Third, each university sets a strict deadline for applications. All documents must be submitted before the closing date, as late submissions are not accepted. Always check the exact timeline published on the university's website. Fourth, every document, your cover letter, CV, research proposal, and supporting materials must be written in English. This ensures clarity and uniformity for the admission reviewers. Fifth, your cover letter should be no longer than 4 pages and must be submitted as a PDF file. Use it to describe your research interests, academic background, motivation, and how your skills align with the doctoral program. Sixth, your CV should be concise, no more than 2 pages. Focus on relevant academic experience, research projects, and achievements. Submit it in PDF format, ensuring it is well organized and professional. Seventh, you must include scanned copies of your academic transcripts, degree certificates, and other supporting materials. Ensure that the scans are clear and complete. Unclear or missing pages can lead to processing delays or rejection. Eighth, you must demonstrate English proficiency through an IELTS test score of at least 6.0. If English is not your first language, this requirement is mandatory. A higher score can further strengthen your profile. Ninth, having publications in recognized journals or conferences significantly enhances your application. They reflect your research capability, writing skills, and readiness for advanced academic work. Quality matters more than quantity. Finally, 10th, any additional certifications, research training, or specialized coursework that supports your proposed field of study adds value. These reflect your commitment to professional and academic growth. To summarize, doctoral admission in Finland demands precision, academic strength, and clear communication. Each university may have specific variations in their requirements, so always review the program's official website carefully. Good luck with your application.
Next, we discuss about the topic that rarely people speak about, the targeted supervisors. So, what is targeted supervisors? You have to make a list, write the names of the supervisors, professor in a paper, and follow them. For example, what I do feature matching or keyword wildcard search matching in my research filtering. For example, my keywords for a PhD would be like keyword extraction, data mining, computer science on top, and then I will have topic modeling, web summarization, time series analysis. I will try to find the similar keywords in the profile of the supervisor and his team, which is working in the lab. Then what I will do once I have the list of supervisors, we will discuss how to find and where to find those supervisors. I will follow them and pay full attention what they are doing. I will definitely read 10 to 20 papers in order to get more ideas and research proposals. Then what I do, I spend more time and I don't panic, so needs patience and time for each applications. So before applying any position, put some efforts or put some time. So your application should be unique from the others. You spend more time making qualitative application rather than applying everywhere thousand applications. So please don't do these things. For example, send research proposal to sending to all of the supervisors, sending many emails. So don't repeat these childish mistakes. One important thing for me is a topic and relevancy with the supervisor. And there should be a similarity between you and your supervisor. If you don't find a relevant supervisor, try to spend more time. Do some research. Find at least good research topic. Read 10, 20 papers I told you and know more about this field and this topic. So use best matches keywords. First thing supervisors look is in your profile is interest and similarity. What new candidate will bring to his lab in research if he spends time and resources on it. So this is more important. Ask yourself, what will bring to the lab of particular supervisor? Second source of finding PhD in Finland, paid PhD or funded PhD. So you need to go google.com and search here TE-palvelut.fi. TE is their services for the jobs in Finland. So you can go through this page, Theo Markintori. Theo Markintori means job market sale. So you can click here and change the language from top left. So you can change from Swami to English. This is important. And then you need to click on job market here. Here you have to search, for example, there are different keywords, use PhD, and then you can search lecturer, or maybe you can search here postdoc, and maybe you can search lehtori. So try with everything. So first we check with the PhD. So let's check with the PhD. So we will have a PhD position, funded positions announced from the different organizations. So you can see there are 13 jobs available at the moment in the PhD. So you can see PhD position XAI with comments and so on. And there are different postdoctoral, senior lecturer, and so on. So let's click this one. So one important thing is last date and the detail about the job. Publish here and apply for the job. You will find the complete detail and professor's email. You can find targeted professors likewise. You can find funded position because we find in Finland academic there were like 24, 13 here. So you will have 13 professors and you will have also 13 professor from here. So you can choose a targeted professor. So you can find easily. Please, for more information, contact academic research fellow Dr. Markku Hakala. So this is the professor. This is the target supervisor for you. If you want to apply for the funded position, so you can search with his name, Google it, and you will find relevant professor in his university, and that way you can create and make supervision search easier. So then let's check one more thing about the salary. Salary in Finland for the PhD is like 2,700 euros. So you can easily save around 1,000 to 1,500 euros because the monthly expenses are here around 500 to 1,000 euro for a single person. But if you're coming with a family, your expenses will be like maybe 1,000 to 1,500. So 26 for 4 years is a good amount. Initially, they give you 2 years funding with a 6 months probation period. And let's check another job and funded position. So these are in Denmark. Make sure this is like in Finland. So these are postdocs. This is also in Denmark. Project researcher UEF Bioinformatics. This is like University of Eastern Finland Kuopio campuses. So we can click here, project researcher, and application period ends on the 3rd of the November. So you can apply from here, you can click here, and you will find the detail about the job vacancy. So the salary here is like 2,500 euros, level 3. So in Finland, they use normally level 2, 3 for the PhD, and for the seniors, they use 4 and 5. And how to apply, there will be also. And here is research manager, please contact this person. And there will be always two contacts in advertisement. One is the professor's email and other is local who is handling those application. HR, human resources, for example, you can see. So for the application based queries, you can write to this HR person, and for the research proposal and topic, you can contact directly to the supervisor. So login and apply, you can click here. You need a logins detail here, create a Verbi account from here, then you can log in and apply. And third source for the PhD is studyinfo.fi. You can search and you can find opintopolku.fi, first website. You can click here and make sure change the language from top left corner from Swami to English. And here write my field for example. So second thing that you have to do is after getting uh, accepted from the funded program, you have to apply for the study right, which is opintopolku study.info.fi here. So you can see PhD. So for example, we are selected for this program. So you can click here and then you have to apply. So PhD in Finland is free of charge. That is a blessing. And you can fill in application form. So application form begins in December 8th and then ends at January 8th. So 1 month. Step you have to fill the form is after getting the clue from supervisor or any position. Why PhD is the best option to come and settle with the family? Number one, PhD provides you the version of visa, so you can stay here for at least 4 to 5 years. Once you get admitted, the MIGRI will provide you 5 years, 4 years researcher visa or special visa, which is quite good because spending 4 years finishing your PhD, you will learn definitely lots of skills and you will be eligible for getting job and get hired for the postdoc. It would be easier to find postdocs after completing your PhD. And the nationality and passport of Finland requires 5 years staying in the country with a language certificate. So if you spend 4 years or 5 years, definitely you can pass UKI exam with the Swedish or Finnish language. And after finishing the PhD here, you will definitely get lots of postdoc options. And for the so now let's discuss about the drawbacks of living in Finland. Masters and bachelor students, it would be harder and difficult to find a job because of the language, because of the Finnish requirement. Finland is facing hard recession with economical crisis. It's very hard to find a job here with the English language. So to find a job, you need Finnish language, which is a difficult language on the earth. So, with the limited resources, you can do odd jobs like vault job, delivering food, and maybe cleaning jobs. So, with the higher education, with the educated background for PhD and settlement, longer vision, so this is the best country. Other problems are here, which we are facing at the moment, is a government is imposing lots of restrictions on foreigners. For example, previously in past we received Kela money for living, for rental apartments, and Kela money for unemployments. So they have imposed lots of restrictions. So now you have to live at least 3 years in order to get Kela money. And if you are receiving a Kela money or support, social assistance from Kela, then you are not eligible for applying nationality of this country.